special guest, I'm sure.
Hi, Claire. Today, as a special guest, we have here Efren Ramirez. You probably remember him from the Pedro Dynamite. Take it away.
We got two groups here, yes, is that right? So we got the drama department, right? And the choir. I just found out that your mascot is a tornado. Is there any tornadoes here in California? I see. And others just over everything, right? All right, here's my first question for you. Who wants to be an actor? Who wants to do that? Every other young right. Why? Okay. And that's the exact time, right? How much time do I have? Do you have to 3 or 5 hours? I mean, I'm not going to take all the things around.
That's a little fast, actually. Just slightly fast.
Where do I begin? First of all, I will say I am excited to be here because, I'm so good here. I really do enjoy and speak with high school students as well as university, college students, because I'm able to connect with you guys and talk to you guys about me. No. About where we are at, because in some aspects, yes, we are different. And others, we have so many similarities in life. And what I want to do is be able to really find a connection between us and be able to enlighten you so that you can enlighten me as well. Those are one of the most important things that we have in our lifetime. Since the morning that my life has changed. There are many wonderful things that I've seen in this world, not only as a human being, but as an artist as well. And to be able to see that I can make a difference in a positive way, and to realize that it is important to make a choice rather than making none. That you can control the direction of your own life, which is not easy to do. Let me begin by saying where I come from. I was born in East LA. I grew up in Lincoln Heights, which is right by the Chinese. Right. I went to Griffin Elementary School. And my brother went to Cathedral, Lincoln Heights, Legion. And the school that I went to was called Paternoster, which is now called Ruby Academy. It's right by the Centennial Road. And I lived in most of the neighborhoods here in Los Angeles, even here in Glendale. I lived across the street from Glendale High on Broadway. I'm sure you guys know the competitor. Hey, you know who's there? But living in the neighborhood, my mom and dad put my brothers and me into theater to I think, get us out of the trouble of gangs gangs and just getting me into trouble. Or maybe they just want to get rid of us, I don't know. All together, I grew up with 5 boys and no sisters, so we were pretty rambunctious in the house. Both my parents had 2 jobs, so they could put my brothers into private school. Meanwhile, a lot of the neighborhood friends would always go to public school and tell me that I'm missing out. And even when I went to high school, we did a lot of theater, a lot of plays. Your Good Man, Charlie Brown, The Odd Couple, Day by Day, Dogtown, I don't know if you know about that, Oklahoma, West Side Story. What else? Yeah, you already said all the way, but yeah, no. So, when I went to my high school, it was an all-guys school. So they asked me to go on to theater for other schools, and I thought, pretty cool. We started doing theater for Immaculate Heart and Holy Family, Mountain Mary, or general all-girl high school. But it was, for me, I thought it was great things to meet girls, you know. It was drama on stage and backstage, so it was like a cool thing. You know, I don't know, like 200 girls and like 10 guys. You do the math, guys. It was so much fun doing theater. I was in high school, I was the guy who pretty much wore black, sat in the back, and read a lot of poetry. I was into Jim Morrison's work and even Emily Dickinson and Rob Walton. I was a hardcore nerd. But when it comes to watching films, I really like and enjoy watching Marx Brothers and Buster Keaton and Charlie Chaplin and what they did in films. I never thought that working in pictures was possible until in college. I went to Cal State LA, and I would audition for a lot of these plays, and they would always tell me, you look too young, you're too young for the role, you're too young for the part. I'm going, okay, how do I make this work? And then I started asking myself this question, like, well, how do you really get into doing commercials? How do you really get into doing theater in Hollywood? So I went to a place called Some of the French, which is a book of all actors and artists. Anybody wants to get into the picture industry. And then I started going to different acting schools, you know, studying from the Meisner technique to Will Hagen, to Strasberg, to Chekhov, to Shakespeare, to Bauer's Poland, which is all improv. I don't know if you get the actors who've done improv Europe. And the rules, have a relationship, don't deny, then ask questions, and then go on playing improv. But then I started to do a lot of theater in Hollywood. Sometimes we would have about, 7, 8 people as audience, and the show had to go on. Other times actors would leave the stage and had to play 2 different roles, which was difficult. But I remember having to take a bus from so many different neighborhoods to theater, and that was for acting school, and that was my life. And reading a lot of plays from David Mamet to Tennessee Williams, and a lot of Shakespeare going, okay, here I am in the bus, going, okay, to be or not to be? To be, meanwhile, the gang members were fighting each other. I would go to acting class, and then after that, it'd be really late, and none of my acting class members would be taken back to home, because they thought I lived in a dangerous neighborhood, and I'm thinking, okay. So I took the bus, and once I would take that bus, I would walk about 3 or 4 blocks to my house, and I'd get stopped by the cops, who were like, are you in a gang? And I'm like, no, I have a big Shakespeare book, you know? I'm a nerd, really, I'm a nerd! That was my life, and I had to do it. And then I started going to another acting school where you do showcases. And when I did showcases, I performed in front of agents and managers. And when I did that, I ended up setting up with one agency. I saw a few of them, and they started sending me out to commercials. So I think one of the first commercials I did was for Dr. literally was what, I don't know, 20 seconds long, and I'm in the commercial for about 1 second long. And I remember telling my dad and mom, I was like, you know what, I'm in this commercial, watch, here it is. And they go, there I am. I was like, that was you? Yeah, it was. So, and while you're working commercials, I started from there, moving on to doing student films, where you work on a college project and they'll give you a Dodger ticket, and not pay you. So that was that. And then I started working a lot more commercials, and then on small parts of TV shows. I was on a TV show on you, probably too young. You were probably like -5. Even Stevens. I played oatmeal. I was one of the bullies in the show. And Tommy Shire. And so I go, do you think we'll ever make it? I go, I don't know. Yeah, we're too weird. So we're not like the oddballs, but we love doing acting. We love being on stage. Even my dog on the stage, like, alright, I want to do like just but at that time, I would have small parts of TV shows, and that's when I ended up getting an audition for a film called The Alamo, and the other one was for Napoleon Dynamite. So, and I got a call back from both pictures, and then I both them. The Alamo was a good studio picture, and I don't know, about 60 million, and Napoleon was I don't know, 25 bucks a day. And I had a choice. I had to go, okay, because I had done so many years of studying acting and doing theater here in Hollywood. I didn't know what to do. And I remember asking my father, and my father was like, follow your heart, that's what I do. And it's funny because that's what Napoleon says to Pedro. So I did that. I chose Napoleon because it was one of the lead roles, and it was a character role, and that's always a challenge to be able to play all these different sorts of characters. When I chose Napoleon at the time, I think my manager ended up firing me. So, and I thought I made a bad choice because it was an independent picture, but I was really driven by the work and the work process. So, when I got hired to Napoleon Dynamite, I was flying to Preston, Idaho, and when you have a script, if the actors would know, you start to create archetypes and dimensions of character and figure out what the story is like. So, and the script itself was a bit odd, a little strange. I don't know if anybody would actually order a time machine online, but when I started to form Pedro Sanchez, I actually I put Bugsy Keaton and my ex-girlfriend's dog together. Bugsy Keaton is still into him, and we came with my ex-girlfriend's dog. She lived on a really big main street, and the dog would always escape out of the house. So it had been hit several times by a whole bunch of cars. It's very still. I felt like doing that, and even when I did it for him, I went to my father's closet and took his clothes. Yeah. And then I started to form the character or something. So, and okay, so when I met John Heater, I asked him to do like, you Pedro? Pedro? So there we are, working on a picture in some unknown town, small town, and everybody was doing it for the love. I remember them marketing the picture, and nobody wanted to buy it at all. So they produced it themselves. And I mean, the movie was produced for about $500,000. and it made over 45 million in the theater, and the merchandise alone made over 300 million. So, I'm pretty happy with that. Everything changed because they went to this National Festival, and then got picked up by 20th Century Fox, Royal Paramount, and MTV. And it blew up, to the point when I was going to the mall and seeing a ball header, an action figure, a doll, and they wanted to make a cereal out of me, it was weird. So, everything changed for me, and when the point that happened, I was going to all these events, and you meet so many different people. Celebrity artists, on one spectrum, it was Britney Spears, then Lohan, the like, oh, is he got that name? No. On the other side was Steve Chevy, Johnny Depp, Jack. It was remarkable. Being sitting next to Danny Day-Lewis and talking to him about acting. Sitting, talking with Tom Cruise, talking with Benicio del Toro, talking to Anthony Hopkins. He was, when both of Anthony Hopkins, he had a vote for Pedro button. How many chicken you're like, don't eat me. It was great to talk with them, even with Angelina Jolie. So let's give them all the silence. And Brad Pitt. Over Gomez. Meeting them and talking with them and then telling me about life. And I remember Brad Pitt telling me, he goes, listen, picture where you want to go. I told him, so I did. I go, if I don't work as an actor, I work as a writer, I work as a producer, and I work as a director. And things started to grow. And I said to you guys before, I was Freaking University in Freaking High School. And bless you, look at that, you're supposed to laugh. Asked me, if you speak to university and high school, do you ever think about writing? I thought, wow, maybe I should do that too. So I did. I wrote a book called Directing Your Own Life, and it pretty much tells you that I'm no different than you. Whatever you want to be in your life, whether you want to be an actor, director, lawyer, teacher, president, reporter. Whatever you want to be, it can happen, but you got to go after it. You have to make it to reality. Because you can live an ideal life, but that's not enough. You can talk about it, but that's not enough. The question is, what are you doing about it? I'm not asking you to say, you know what, that you should know exactly what you want right now, right here, at this very moment. Because you're in the most of your life where you're not going to know. You're in the most of your life where you're scared. In the most of your life where you want to just change your careers. That's fine. But I am asking you to find what that passion is inside of you, what you want to do. And a lot of people always talk about money. And it's, what's the point of following dead people and following dead presidents? There's no love in that. Whatever it is, you got to find the love in you, and the connection with your community, with your family, and with the rest of the world. I've tried to work several times to be able to speak with the poorest of the poor, the rich of the rich, the kings, diplomats. And I always one thing: what is your passion? What do you want to do with your life? Because this is your life. You do have a choice. It starts here. It starts with you guys. And I'm 38 years old. And I have a movie with Will Ferrell coming out on plane 24. And it's Will Ferrell who's in the picture who's speaking all in Spanish. Oh yeah. Yeah, and that's good. challenges to me. To be able to direct and write and produce and to follow and pursue my dreams, to be able to connect with people and say, you know what, we are connected. We can do this together. You can make a difference. And Julian Joey told me that. She goes, yeah, now you have a responsibility and make a difference under the world. And I really didn't know what that meant until I sat with it and I said, boy, and it's not easy. It's a challenge. But why live a life where it's just simple? Challenge yourself. Go for the big mountain. Everybody else said no. After the point that I was offered a lot of roles that were quite like the same type of character. This was the acting. So instead of doing that, taking the easy road, I took the challenge road, which is, I did a film called Frank, and I played a transvestite in that. And then that. So then when I didn't play the one, I thought the relation between Jorge and Dax was like Lauren Hardy. But even a lot of things that I've done, it's like you want people to change. It's always more important to, well, I find it easier for me to be able to hide behind characters and explore that world because it leads much more of a surprise to not only me, but for the audience that are watching, because then you get to explore that specific world, as opposed to having to play myself all the time in films. Because it's, I get fun. You don't want to see me online. Like you see Johnny Depp and Daniel Day-Lewis and Marlon Brando, and these guys are always changing in films, and I'm no different. We'll be able to explore new things. So should you. So we're open to questions. Did you have any questions about it?
I know.
I guess that's okay.
What was your agency that you first went with?
Was it a publishing agency?
Yeah.
And how did you get your potato?
Okay. So I can show you the Tiffany Theater. I don't know if you know where the Tiffany Theater is. That's on Sunset Boulevard. And they're by the Comedy Store. And then there's tons of seats. When I did the showcase, I got a call by several agents, and my agent at the time was called JSR. JSR turned to KSA, KSR. And they're not like really more, it's not that big, but even with KSR, I've been with them since, and I'm still with them now. There's three people who represent me, named Philip, Bonnie, and Joey. And Philip, Bonnie, and Joey just went to another agency called Clear Talent Group. And I told them, wherever they go, I'm with them. So even after going down, I did see William Morris, I did see CAA, I did see ICM, Paradigm, all these big agencies. And my agent has been there since the beginning. So if people want to see me, if they want to have a meeting with me, they'll call my agent. And that's also the other thing too. Sometimes actors, especially when they become pretty famous, they say, oh, I don't have to audition for that. I don't have to do a screen test. I think otherwise, because if your work is that good, it doesn't matter. You give me 20 pages of lines to memorize, I will do it. I will work with my friends till about 4:30 in the morning. So that I can go in front of producers, in a room full of 20 people, maybe this size, and I will show them that I can do the scene so many different ways. And I can be truthful and do the work. This is my profession, this is my career, this is what I do. As an artist, I'm able to look at life a bit different than a lot of people. Because we live your everyday life, but I see things that not many people will ever see in their lives. It's up to you guys to ask, how far do you want to go in life, and how much do you really want to see? How much do you really want to explore? You'll find your own limitations, and you'll find what works for you and what doesn't work for you. You know what's good and you know what's bad. Don't do dumb stuff. Because it's dark. You won't grow. Find what's good, find what's positive, and grow as people, grow as human beings. Does that answer that question? That's the easy question. Yes, anybody else? Yes.
What's the most challenging thing in that? What was my question?
The most challenging thing in acting is finding roles or playing roles that are close to me. One thing that I have discovered as an actor is that when for me, it's easier to hide behind characters because I don't have to reveal so much about myself. But when you're in a scene, right, and the scene is, okay, you're walking in, you find your best friend with your girlfriend, go. I mean, how are you going to feel about that? You really want me to feel about this some way, somehow? Because it will change, it will alter you. In real life, there are no rehearsals. Real life is what it is. But when you're doing a scene like that, you kind of go, well, what can I do? No. You got to really truthfully express how it will affect you. So, having to open those doors is not easy. And sometimes in your everyday lives, you will go through a lot of good things, a lot of bad things. When I put a script that's far closer to my life, it's scary because I don't know if I really want to allow myself to go through that. So, I would say, if I have a really good director who knows how to guide, who knows how to work with actors, I think that would help me. One of the greatest challenges for me is to play a life like Salvador Dali. I would love to play him. Or maybe perhaps the last Cesar Chavez. And his role. There's so many different characters I'd like to explore, but to reveal truth is really difficult sometimes because you have to go through it. I remember after having been Napoleon Dynamite, I ended up doing ER, where I told my agent, I go, listen, I want something totally different. Give me a drama where you got anything. And it was a special guest starring role where not only did I end up getting raped in prison, but I ended up getting AIDS. And I went, oh, is that the drama? And that wasn't easy. It was really hard. Because you have to allow yourself to go there. Sometimes people think that acting is about just being fake and lying. No, you have to really be truthful to it. You all know, all of you guys who have been to movies, you sit down, 10 minutes after the movie, you already know. You're like, oh, this is great, or what is this? What's not one? You already know. There's a lot of movies out there that are really great. Some not as good as others. But you know when the girls were really about you crying. It's so great. Words from me. You hear it now. Let me get to see it doesn't be every day. Oh yeah. So I hope that answers your question. Yes.
You're put in a position in a stage where you have to do something. You have to go through an experience that you've never gone through before. How do you make that real?
However you feel in that moment, that's the truth. Because it's an experience that you've never gone through in your entire life. Well, you go through it now. I done a play that took place in Vietnam. It was called Traitors. And it did in Hollywood. We're supposed to have a production for 2 months. The guy was a heroin addict, and he had gone through a lot. So I made a choice. So I'll tell you where I only crackers and I smoke. I'm not a smoker. So it was Red Bull and Marlboro Reds for about 6 6 weeks prior to the production. My entire body was falling apart, and when I was doing the play, we did 4 weeks. On the 4th week, I think I ended up having a nervous breakdown. Get off! I think I'm nervous! It took about 2 months of research, spending time with veterans, and doing tons of research and going, how far can my imagination go with this character? And how much do I want to allow myself to open those doors and see what it does to me? And I did. And I think the second month didn't happen, and I had to take literally about a 3-week break for all that. But I knew that I can go there. And that's another thing for actors. We talk about, well, am I there? Am I really connected? Am I truly in the moment? Oh, you'll know when you really are being affected by the other person. And the only thing that is consuming you is the entire world of what it is. You must always remember that as deep as you go into this whole world, into this abyss, you got to remember that you have to step out when it's done. Because if not, you stay there. And I've seen friends of actors who are there and they lose themselves, and then it's hard for them to come back, to get back. And it's very important. Now, I know because they're young. You know, and I know you have so many years ahead of you to explore all this. But remember that it takes a lot of this and a lot of this, and a lot of your friends to help you come back to what the reality is. Not you come crazy. You're like, wow, I'm looking forward to it. You have to remember to stay grounded. Most important thing, stay grounded. Because I have other friends who are on the other side, when the party scene, sure, it's good to glam. You know, it's fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying to live as hermits. You know, go out and have a good time. But remember what is important. So, when you're on stage, it's true. And whatever you feel in that moment, that is it. The emotional line is always the same for any character. Remember that. Okay? Yes?
You talked a lot about, like, you went and studied the different styles of acting. In terms of comedy, like, what helped you make yourself versatile to, like, do this type of comedy, or, like, the physical comedy, or dead kind of comedy? Like, what helped you, like, be more skilled with those areas?
I would say what has helped me is having to see a lot of the silent pictures. Because the silent pictures, what's funny is all the words, and what's humorous are the action that the character does. So, and you could watch a lot of Charlie Chaplin, or even in cartoons. In cartoons, you see a lot of the humorous actions that the animators have created for these specific characters to do. So when I even when I'm doing the drama, I'm going to find the humorous elements. I think Marlon Brando said that, where in drama, find the comedic elements, and in comedy, find the dramatic elements, and then you'll always find the truth. It's not about trying to be funny, because the funny is already there. You know. Look, if you sit next to your friend, and your friend's like crying, and then Boo's gonna, hey, elements to that, right? You know, if it ever happens, you go to love your friend, you go, is it mine? Shit, that's too much of that. And you go, hey, that's too moving. You no, that's not fun. Okay, no. You won't find the comedic elements. But it's back to the imagination, and what I'm even doing now about Poland, she was talking about how you want to find the exact opposite of what you mean and what you say, and there's comedy for you. And it's the words, I love you, and I love you.
Love you too.
Someone would be ignited by that. It's funny. Then in that funniness, you can find more humor. I love doing both, because in life we always have to. Not to the extreme, I don't know, depending on the director and the script itself. When I had Employee of the Month, I asked the director if I could change the character to this, and he said, talk to the producers. So I remember walking into the room and everybody was there. He goes, Efren would like to say something about this character? And I go, guys, I want to change the character like this. So, and they went for it. And it turned out that they ended the movie with that character and me. It was supposed to really end with Jessica Simpson and Dane Cook. So, and I like physical humor, me getting hit by a baseball bat, golf ball, tennis ball, landing my face. I mean, all the physical humor there was me, and I thought, all right, how far can I go? And they were just like, do whatever you want, which is good, because that's what an actor wants to hear. Because then they could, you know that they trust the work that you're doing for them. So, no way. No, I majored in English literature. So, yeah. What's going on? Yeah, I didn't know if I wanted to major in theater. I just knew that I loved it, and I love writing and poets. And it just turned out that when I was studying acting at different schools, it was a different kind of exploration for me. I started doing theater in college, but I kept on, because I was getting confused, saying young to the world, I ended up being hired as a prop guy, light guy, script supervisor, all the different things, and I would hate it, but you know what? I think in the end I learned to love it, because then I was able to appreciate what they did. Now I'm working on the set, and I do what everybody else does. When I work on the set, when I'm not filming, I in turn am on the set with the video village, spending time with everybody else, watching the production, watching how things work, spending time with producers and investors and see what they do. So that in turn, when I have my own company, I'm able to look at everything and go, yeah, I'm a part of all of it. So, yes?
As an actor, how do you balance your interpretation with the writer's interpretation or the director's interpretation?
With the guns. What I do is, I'll give it to a minute, and I'm an assistant and we go read it, and then we talk about the story, we talk about the characters. And if it's something that we favor, then we have a meeting with the studios. And when that happens, I'm in there for about 2 hours, and discussing about what I think about the character and what I think about the story. Now, in turn, I will ask the writers and I will ask the director first about when you go to a meeting, I'll do my own research. I'll find out who the producers are, I'll find out who the writer is, who the director is, and see their style and see how they do the things they do. So, once I do that, then I have an idea. And then I think with the writer and go, okay, what are your intentions with this? What do you see? And who are the other cast members in this film? And that's what I like to do, because then you get to know what the other actors are going to do and how far and how soon they go with their choices. So, and I've been lucky so far that I haven't come to heads with a writer or the director and character. That hasn't happened yet. Since Napoleon Dynamite, I've been given the freedom to be able to play with what comes out in my imagination and sit down and trust along with the writer with what we're creating together as a collaborative effort. So, and if you're here like in disputes, that's good. When people think that arguments are bad, arguments are okay. As long as you're working together into remembering that it's about the process and the project itself and not about you. It ain't about you. You're number 2. The art comes first. You're number 2. You're not number 3. Does that make sense all together? Yeah, okay. Any other questions? Yes?
Do you think college was important stuff in your life and as an actor?
Yeah, I think college is important. math. I break down and it was an outline, put down numbers, and the way I work is because of what I know. Education is the key to everything. But if you go to college, you gotta go to college for the right reasons. I know people go to college, they party. That's fine. That's okay. You have to. It's okay. You have to also remember what is important. What is important. And you gotta be cool with everybody. Be cool. Do you know what that means? Look, you may study some subject that you go, I have no interest in. Well, I'm not studying it because I have to, because it's part of my curriculum. Explore that, because that may help you in the end. When I was studying sociology, doing society, then I put that in my character. They go, okay, what kind of society will he be with? What kind of world will he choose to live in? From all the stuff that I studied in college, I learned to apply that. It was in college I learned how to play guitar. And I was in the film, I was playing guitar, and I thought, wow. And now, at this moment, I'm learning French and how to play piano. I did a film called the sequel to Crank, and I was learning gymnastics, how to ride a motorcycle, and kung fu, and weaponry. And the students were taking care of it. I was like, okay. I was to the point, dude, I was doing like 500 pushes and 1,000 sit-ups every day. And it was so I had never thought that I was able to do that. You know, I did another thing where I had a big kind of headset, so I was eating everything like 7, 8 meals a day. But I cannot see that in anthropology, guys. Don't just learn in college. Or go to the bookstore. If that anything that interests you, anything that has to do with learning about the self. Even now, I've got tons of books that I read. Educate yourself. Find what's important. Don't only build your mind, build your heart. That's the most important thing. And a lot of people are afraid to reveal who they are. Hey, I'm going to speak, but it's okay. Learn to say that you are a part of this world, and that you can make a difference. You'll learn it. You'll see in college. You'll see people who you click with, people who you don't. And how do you handle that? Stay cool. You go about your business. Be cool with everyone. No matter what you go through, be cool.
That's cool, Pedro.
Easy transition to the theater to television and movies?
Easy? I wouldn't say easy. I think they're just an awareness that there are different mediums. When I say different mediums, from theater to even feature films to even work on the animation show with Napoleon Dynamite, doing the cartoon. See, when you go to theater, you're not only on stage with the other actors, but you're on stage with the audience. And you're going to feel their energy, and you're going to have to take that. Some people walk it out, but no, I see other ones. Because you want to get the people here involved as well, because they're here to feel something, they're here to connect. So, no matter what, I'm connecting with this other person here, this is happening. And the audience can be fighting for me, wherever I fight for. Whether it's good or bad. When I'm doing film, there's a camera, and it's just me and the other actor. There's an intimacy there. And you're still there, you're still true in the moment, and that's real. And you have to, even when I went in the room, doing a screen test, and there's about 50 people there, and they're another movie star, and like, okay, and we're doing a scene, a pretty intense scene. I still have to stay focused to whatever that script is. When I'm doing the animated series, there I am in a group, and I'm seeing a big screen, with my big head in the shape of a football. And I gotta match this. Hello? Oh no, I don't know Napoleon. So, and I have to match that. What's the challenge for me is because I'm not working with another actor, so I get to react to them. It's just me. And Jared and Mike Scully want specific ways on how they want Pedro. I'm fortunate that Jared is very clear on how he has a vision on all the characters he's created. And he actually played several other voices in the animated series. So, but when you work with great directors, they know how to guide you to work with a great delivery and how to go through the process. So, but no matter what, core to any style and any genre is that you have to be truthful, no matter what. You see theater actors and theater actors like, oh, hey, what are these? I mean, right, and what some people like a young woman breaks, but it's easy to make it for some. Not, but, it ain't that. You know, you have to really expose what it is. You know, if you're doing that scene, you really, wow. So, and I'm going to play at home if I'm good. I'm doing theater or in film. So, yes.
How do you break down your script, and do you have any tips for actors to really find a character and like what to look for in a character?
First rule, never judge your character. Because then you can't bond with the character. The second one is you will find the differences and the similarities between you and the character. And you gotta go, okay. Be clear with both of them. Because there's some that you can go, oh, I'm gonna relate to it like this. And others you're gonna go, I can't. And that's gonna be a new exploration for you. And that's what we just didn't talk about. And to explore that, like how's that gonna make you feel? And we know that the feelings are all the same for everyone, we're all human beings. You know, whether you're anxious, scared, sad, mad, happy, it's all the big thing. What I do is when I get a script, I put the script, I grab a big cue card and I create a timeline, page 0 to page 120. And then what I do is I write the entire scene, everything that happens, and then I start to create an arc. And I go, where is the arc? This is the climactic scene right there. So when I'm working on a film, you may shoot the first day, maybe the last day, and you gotta go, okay. Or maybe that moment when you're like, I just found out that my girlfriend's been shot in the face. What? Yeah, so I have to connect with that. And I have to go, okay. Or when he discovers that everything he's lived in his entire life is a total lie, I have to connect with that too. But to be able to look at that on a board, I gotta go, okay, I'm clear. That helps me decipher where I'm at. So, sometimes when you're working in films, you may have 4 scenes to do, and the director will say, you won't not doing any of these, we're doing these other 3. And you can't go, you gotta go, okay, cool. No, I don't mind. What is it? So, and that that's what I do. When some actors, they create animal as objectives, right? Or like Jack Nicholson always could be a wolf. Yeah, and everybody else are rabbits, and we just eat them alive. You can do that, you can use an object like cars. If your character was a car, would be whatever wakes up and stirs your imagination. Sometimes I always, I would do colors as well. I'm doing a very passionate scene with the girl. I would make her red and I would pick black. So, and that would make the element itself so interesting. You know, the whole scene itself. And then if I created elements, I would add something like that. I would go, let's make the scene into fire. And what does that do? And then just changes everything. It changes me. And now, once I start doing that, then you start asking yourself, well, who am I working with? And how far their imagination going to take them? But that's all part of the exploration. Once you start to explore something like that, then the focus is never about you. It's about the whole creative process, and then it becomes every single moment has a meaning all its own, and it becomes so vivid and so alive. That way, when you watch films like The Notebook, you go, the girls, yes, stunning. So you're so involved in it because the actors are so involved, so in tune to it, that they're fighting so much for it, and that's what you want. That's what you want to do. I do that with the scripts, and I do that with all the characters, not just my character. And I look at stories and scripts and all that and characters, just like chess as well. You know when you play chess, some of the characters are king, some of them are pawns, some of them are the knights and all that. You gotta find what position and what character you're playing, and then, and go with that, okay? Any, one more question? Good.
About the ring.
Well, thank you very much for coming, guys.